بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. This is Fahad Al-Shahri and our book for today is Traveler 2. Our lesson, it's from Module 4, Lesson C, What is Cooking? This is the name of the lesson, What is Cooking? We will have today vocabulary skill, listening and speaking. Page number 52. Page number 52. Our objectives and goals for today, for this lesson. Number 1, talk about food and quantities. Talk about the food and quantities. Quantities like 1 or 2 or 3 or etc. Number 2, give and following instructions. When you give instructions like do this or do that and following, like someone else tell you to do things, this is what it means. The second one, what is cooking? This is the question. So, it's old-fashioned slang. If we want the meaning of the slang as it used before, it's used to ask about what is happening or what someone is planning. So this is an old meaning for what is cooking in slang. But in our context and in our lesson for today, it means the process of preparing food by using heat. When you heat something and prepare food, this is what is called cooking. Discuss this one or this part in page number 51. Who cooks at your house? This is the first question. So, like you can say my mother, you can say my maid, you can say my sisters. So it depends. For example, here, my mother, my sisters, or my maid. Maid, it's when you hire usually a woman and she gets paid for cleaning and cooking. Do you cook? If yes, why? If no, why? Why not? So here I said yes, I do because I like to try different ingredients each time I cook. Ingredients, it means the food that you need or the things that you need to cook. For example, if you need like tomato, if you need onion and etc. Now move to page number 51. Look at these pictures and words and try to guess the meaning of the verbs in bold, like this: boil, stir, peel, chop, mix, and etc. Take a moment, look at these pictures, and then we will talk about each one. For the first one, boil the rice and stir. Boil when you make something hot, like a liquid, until it comes out the bubbles. And stir when you move things, like when you move like the spoon. Here we have wooden spoon, a spoon which is made from wooden. And saucepan, it's this one, it's the metal one. A container, a deep container which we use, or deep pan which we use it for cooking. This is for the first picture. The second one, peel the onions and chop them. Peel, it means when you cut the skin and take it out, like here for the onion, and chop when you cut it in pieces, like here. Chopping board, it's the wooden that you use to put the onion on and cut, and knife, as you can see here, the picture. The third one, mix milk with cocoa powder. Mix when you make two things or more with each other, when you combine them. With cocoa, the cocoa is a chocolate powder. The fourth one, mash. Mash the potato. Mash the potato, it's when you crush substance into a soft. When you crush the substance into soft, this. When you make potato like this. And ball, this is the ball. So, and this one, it's the potato masher. This which makes the potato being mashed. This one, it's fry the eggs. When you cook food by oil, like here in the frying pan, you can see here the pan, which is the container you can use for cook. Melt the butter. When you melt something, you make it something liquid by heat. You make something liquid by heat. As you can see here, the butter. Whisk the butter. Whisk, it's like when you mix things quickly by whisk. So it comes as a noun and as a verb. Add a layer of cream on top. When you add something, you put something into something else. And layer, it's something that cover another thing. Like here, when we want to add a cream layer, maybe this one, the cream, on top of the chocolate. Oven dish, this dish which is used in the oven, enclosed, it's the enclosed thing that you use in the kitchen to cook. The last picture here, pour some melted chocolate. So when you pour something, you take it out from a container, like make the liquid flow out the container. And spread, it's when it comes to cover a large area. Like this chocolate, you want it to be spread on this plate. This is what we call it, plate. And this here as a picture, it's a fork. So this is all about the vocabulary. Now let's move to the listening. Here, before you listen, we have here notes and the listening, and it's a dialogue between June and her friend Dana. So they are both girls, and they are talking about a recipe of Peruvian dish. A recipe, it's like when you how to make food. So please listen carefully, and then we will fill this. This just notes maybe how to make a dish.
4C. What's cooking? 2. Listening. A. Listen to June telling her friend Donna the recipe for a Peruvian dish called causa, and complete Donna's notes below.
Hello.
Hi, June. How are things?
Not too bad. And you?
Well, I need some help. I'm having some friends over for dinner tomorrow, and I have no idea what to cook. And you know me, I'm not the best chef in the world.
What about causa? It's a Peruvian dish.
Sounds a bit exotic. I hope it's not too difficult and doesn't need ingredients I don't have.
Don't worry, it's very simple, and it's not exactly the way they make it in Peru. It's my recipe. I made it the other day and it turned out lovely. Do you have a pen?
Yeah, go on.
Right, you need about 1 kilo of potatoes.
Okay.
You also need a tin of tuna, some mayonnaise and a small onion.
Tuna, mayonnaise and an onion. Okay, so what do I do?
First, you peel and boil the potatoes. Then you mash them with some oil.
Olive oil?
Yeah, or vegetable oil. Also, add some lemon juice and some salt and pepper to the mash and leave it aside.
What next?
Chop up the onion, put it in a bowl and mix it with the tuna and some mayonnaise.
How much mayonnaise?
About 1 cup. Don't put too much, it won't be nice.
Yeah, and it's not very healthy.
That's true. Finally, you take a dish and spread some mayonnaise on the bottom. Then add a layer of mashed potato. Next, add a layer of the tuna mayonnaise mix. Finally, add another layer of mashed potato on top.
That's easy.
I know, and it's delicious. Then put it in the fridge for a while to cool.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to add some olives or boiled egg slices for decoration before you serve it.
Lovely. What's it called again?
Causa. C-A-U-S-A. I know a very nice Peruvian salad recipe too.
Hold on, let me get more paper.
So here the point is Dana is asking for a recipe, how to make or to prepare a dish to cook. And June here is telling her friend the recipe, how to make it. It's called kosa. So 1 kilo of what? 1 tin of what? Tin, it's like the metal container, which used like for tuna or other things. Mayonnaise, 1 small of what? Or olive oil. Juice, maybe lemon juice, maybe orange juice. Boiled. So you have to fill this. Let's take the answers so you can make sure and check. So 1 kilo of potatoes, 1 tin of tuna, mayonnaise, 1 small onion, vegetable or olive oil, lemon juice, and boiled egg slices. Slices, it's like the thin pieces which come from a larger portion. Check your answers. Now we will move to the second part. Listen again, read the instructions below and write T if it's true or F if it's false. Now take a look for 1 minute. Try to underline the keywords. And then we will listen to it again. Please now listen carefully.
B. Listen again, read the instructions below and write T for true or F for false.
Hello?
Hi, June. How are things?
Not too bad. And you?
Well, I need some help. I'm having some friends over for dinner tomorrow and I have no idea what to cook. And you know me, I'm not the best chef in the world.
What about causa? It's a Peruvian dish.
Sounds a bit exotic. I hope it's not too difficult and doesn't need ingredients I don't have.
Don't worry, it's very simple. And it's not exactly the way they make it in Peru. It's my recipe. I made it the other day and it turned out lovely. Do you have a pen?
Yeah, go on.
Right, you need about 1 kilo of potatoes.
Okay.
You also need a tin of tuna, some mayonnaise and a small onion.
Tuna, mayonnaise, and an onion. Okay, so what do I do?
First, you peel and boil the potatoes. Then you mash them with some oil.
Olive oil?
Yeah, or vegetable oil. Also, add some lemon juice and some salt and pepper to the mash and leave it aside.
What next?
Chop up the onion, put it in a bowl and mix it with the tuna and some mayonnaise.
How much mayonnaise?
About 1 cup. Don't put too much, it won't be nice.
Yeah, and it's not very healthy.
That's true. Finally, you take a dish and spread some mayonnaise on the bottom. Then add a layer of mashed potato. Next, add a layer of the tuna mayonnaise mix. Finally, add another layer of mashed potato on top.
That's easy.
I know, and it's delicious. Then put it in the fridge for a while to cool.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to add some olives or boiled egg slices for decoration before you serve it.
Lovely. What's it called again?
Causa. C-A-U-S-A. I know a very nice Peruvian salad recipe too.
Hold on, let me get more paper.
Try to answer these questions with T or F, and then we will get the answers. So boil the potatoes with the onions. F, because just boil it with itself. Mash the potatoes with some oil. True. Mix the tuna with mayonnaise and eggs. False. Make layers, something cover something else, of mashed potato and tuna mayonnaise mix. True. Decorate with slices of lemon. This one is false too. This is the transcript. I will try to read it and explain some words. It's not that clear for me, but I will try my best. So, June, hello. Hi, June. How are things? Not bad. And you? Well, I need some help. See, she asking for a help. I'm having some friends over for dinner. So, some friends, they are coming at her house tomorrow. And I have no idea what to cook. Nothing in my mind to cook and give it or provide it to her friends. I'm not, and you know me, I'm not the best chef in the world. Chef, just like when you cook professionally, this is the meaning of chef. So she can't like cook like them or like the professional chef. What about causa? It's a Peruvian dish. This is the name of the meal, causa. Sounds a bit exotic. Exotic, it's like something unusual. I hope it's not too difficult and doesn't need ingredients I don't have. Doesn't need something that I don't have, like tomato, onion, and other things. Don't worry, it's very simple. It's so easy. And it's not exactly the way they make it in Peru. It's not the same there. Maybe she made that recipe. It's my recipe. I made it the other day like days ago. And it turned out lovely. The result was lovely for this recipe. Do you have a pen? Because she will tell her how to do it. Yeah, go on, like start. Right, you need about 1 kilo of potatoes. Okay, you also need a tin of tuna. Tin, I told you before, it's the metal container. Some mayonnaise and small onion. Tuna, mayonnaise, and an onion. Okay, so what do I do? First, you peel and boil the potatoes. Then you mash them with some oil. We already had peel, boil, and mash before with the vocabulary. Olive oil, she is asking. Yeah, or vegetable oil. So she can use any of these. Also add some lemon juice and some salt and pepper. Pepper, it's the hot powder that used in cooking. To the mash and leave it aside. What next? What do I have to do after that? Chop the onion to cut it. Put it in a bowl and mix it with the tuna and some mayonnaise. How much mayonnaise? She asking. About a cup. Don't put too much. It won't be nice. Yeah, and it's not very healthy. It's not good for the body. That's true. Finally, you take a dish and spread some mayonnaise. Spread to make it cover a large area. Then add layer when you cover something by another things of mashed potato. Next, add a layer of the tuna mayonnaise mix. Finally, add another layer of mashed potato on top. That's easy. I know, it's delicious. It tastes very, very good. Then put in the fridge for a while to cool. That's it? Yeah, oh, and don't forget to add some olives or boiled egg slice for decoration. So to make it looks nice, you put some olives or boiled egg slices. Slices, I told you, the thin, which comes from a large portion. And serve it. Serve it like give it to your friends. Lovely. What is called again? Causa. C-A-U-S-A. I know a very nice Peruvian salad recipe too. So she is telling her that she has another recipe. Hold on, let me get more paper so she can write it down. Now the last part for today, it's about the speaking. Think of a dish that you know how to prepare. Think about something that you can cook. Which of the actions mentioned in activity 1 do you do? In which order? it talks about the activity number 1, this one. If you can use some of these to prepare your dish. I will show you one example. So for the scrambled egg, the first step, crack the eggs like when you break it, and put some salt with black pepper. Pepper, I told you before, it's the spice that's used for cooking. Whisk eggs. Whisk when you move things quickly until they become light yellow color. Meanwhile, like at the same time, melt the butter over high heat. Melt when you make something liquid with high heat. Number 4, the step number 4, when the butter melts, pour on the eggs and immediately turn to low. Stir with a spoon when you move something constantly as you cook. And the last step, then remove them to a plate. This is what we call plate, and you will have a delicious scrambled eggs, as you can see in the picture. This is one example of the speaking task that we have. This is all for today. Thank you for watching me, and good luck.